Katrina. I wanted to take a few minutes and just go over the cleanse and release program that we're going to be doing. Our intention for 2024 is to offer the cleanse 4 times because ideally we would be cleansing 4 times a year if we can. So we're going to try to do it once a quarter. And this is the first time we're going to do the cleanse in this way. If you've done it before with us, it's a little bit different this time. So a couple of things. We're calling it cleanse and release because the intention of the entire cleanse is for us to release things physically, but also release things emotionally that are sludging us down and creating that lower energetic feeling in our body. So if you're interested, we're going to start on January 22nd. If you want to start before that, feel free. We'll make sure that you have all of the information that you need in order to start the cleanse in January at whatever time. But we're going to do it together as a group. And over the 30 days, we'll have some bonus information for you. We have a lot of awesome people joining in and facilitating in this. So if you're interested in learning more about paleo eating, or if you're interested in learning more about emotions or whatever the case may be, we're going to have bonus information added in. And then we're going to do a group coaching call. So this will be once a week. It's going to be Tuesdays at 7:00 p.m. They can be recorded if you can't make it live. And the intention of the group coaching calls, which is very different than anything that we've done before, is to facilitate a place for emotional release work. And if that's brand new to you, emotional release work is paying attention to our emotions and how they can be stuck in our body, working through, shifting so that we not only feel a physical release in January, but also an emotional release. So we're very excited about that. I'm going to share my screen and just go through some of the key aspects to know about the cleanse. Maybe I'm not going to share my screen because it's not working. Hold on just a second. Let me grab this. So with the cleanse, the main focus is there's different supplements that you're going to want to have and take in order to get the full benefit from the cleanse. So here we go. I'll just show you this and we'll do these little slides so that it keeps us right on focus. So the main thing from a cleansing perspective that we want to look at is why we want to cleanse. So this is the overall, it's called the wellness pyramid. And you maybe have seen it already with doTERRA, but there's different tiers into our wealth, or our wellness and our health. Wellness and health and our, physical wealth. There we go. But with this, each of the different areas are what supports our overall wellness. And if we look at unwellness, it would be flipping this upside down. And so we're taking more meds to react to our health. We're not really paying attention to digestion. We have a lot of toxins, right? Just flipping that upside down. So in the cleanse, we're really focusing on providing support to all of the areas in this wellness pyramid. This is the tracker that you'll get for the 30 days. These are the different supplements. We'll go through each of them just as a quick overview and snapshot so you have an understanding of what each of them are doing. But the main thing with this to just keep in mind is that there's different supplements that you'll be taking throughout the 30 days. I mentioned we're going to do the group coaching calls. We're going to have the bonus content. So all of that will be available. You can watch it at your leisure. And if you're not into it, then you don't have to add in that extra. Though when we look at a cleanse and why we want to do a cleanse for our body, if you think about it as changing the oil in your car. So you're going to want to change the oil in your car. We all want to be cleansing our body. And why do we cleanse it? Because toxins are around us. It's really hard in this time frame to avoid toxins. And then we get a toxic load, which we do have detox organs. And the ideal circumstance would be we only are exposed to enough toxins that our body can detox away from them. Unfortunately, with where toxins creep in, that's not necessarily the reality. And so these toxins can sludge into our body. And so our focus from a physical standpoint is releasing those toxins and helping to support the detox organs. So we will be, this is just kind of going through the different parts of the body that are responsible for that detox. So we're going to do a series of different supplements that will help out with the body. Now, if you're on the Dr. Riggs call a couple weeks ago, we just learned a ton about the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and I'm even more passionate about it now than I was before learning. But the Lifelong Vitality Pack, if you're not taking it, you're going to want to start this before the cleanse, at least 2 weeks, because this also does have a great impact on the inflammatory response. It has a great impact on helping to get rid of that sludge in the body and helping out with the detox organs. So we want to make sure that we're supporting our body before going into the cleanse, so we're not getting everything all at once. So my suggestion would be start this at least 2 weeks before, but ideally as soon as you get it, because the Lifelong Vitality Pack is phenomenal. It comes in a 3-pack. So there's 3 different parts. The microplex would be like your multivitamin. Now there's a couple of things that make this unique comparative to what you would typically get for an over-the-counter multivitamin. Over-the-counter multivitamins are created synthetically in a lab, and so they don't absorb well into the body. These are whole food. So it would be like eating a bowl of vegetables and getting all of those, but it's also minerals. So if you think about minerals for our body, would be if we went out to scoop some dirt out and we ate the dirt, there's a lot of minerals in dirt. Unfortunately, that would hurt our stomach. So there's something used in the microplex that's called the glycoprotein matrix. And it's a way to combine our vitamins and our minerals, and so that our body can absorb them, knows what to do, combined with whole foods. And so we get maximum absorption. So these are pretty unique as far as how it's designed for our body to absorb it. So that's the multivitamin. Then there's omegas. So the omegas come with land and sea derived omegas. It also comes with carotenoids, which are great for our skin, for our eyes, for our joints, for our brain. There's a lot of benefits to carotenoids, and that's unique to these omegas. And then they're also, because it's land and water derived omegas, if you have ever taken a fish oil in the past, maybe you've noticed those burps. The oils or the omegas typically oxidize very quickly, but with these omegas, they're combined with essential oils. So there's clove in the omega, which is the highest on the ORAC score, which means it gives a lot of antioxidant benefits to the body, but also keeps the omegas from oxidizing. So you're not going to get that. You're going to get the benefit of frankincense and clove and other essential oils, plus the carotenoids. And omegas are really important for a lot of different reasons, but one of the main ones being omegas help with the inflammatory response in the body. So in our typical diet, we get a 16-to-1 ratio of pro-inflammatory foods to anti-inflammatory foods or the omegas. And so we want to be supporting our body in bringing down that inflammatory response. So that's the omegas. And then the last one is alpha CRS. And this is, if you think about in our body, we have this toxic load. There's something called free radicals that the best analogy would be, think about it as a toxic boyfriend. And that toxic boyfriend is trying to bind, or the free radicals is trying to bind to the good stuff and manipulate it. The alpha CRS is helping to pull the toxic boyfriends or the free radicals out of our body so that our healthy cells can do what they need to do. So that's the quick breakdown of the vitamins. It's why it's so important for us to be taking it all the time. But that's the main, I would say, as far as like daily wellness, that would be something that would make sense to continue beyond the cleanse. Then there's Zendocrine soft gels and Zendocrine complex. So 2 different things, but both helping with the detox organ. So the complex overall, the soft gel is more specific to the liver and the kidneys. So I guess there's not a slide for that one, but the detoxification complex, this has milk thistle in it. It has safflower petals. So this is going to help with the filter organs. This is going to be in the beginning of the cleanse, just to help to get that lymphatic system moving, to help move the sludge along. And then we follow it up with GX Assist. So GX Assist has caprylic acid and also has oregano, lemon, tea tree. So this is your flusher. So think about Xendocrines getting things moving. GX Assist is helping to flush out the junk that's not needed in the body anymore. And then after we flush it all out, we want to build back the good stuff or make room. If you think about, let's use the analogy of you have a field or a meadow, and in that meadow, we want to only have cows eating the grass. But let's say there are maybe elk, or there's, I don't know, something coming in and taking the grass from the cows, so the cows can't eat it. The GX Assist is going to help to get the elk and any other animals off of the grass, and then that's going to make more room for the cows to eat. Okay, that analogy applies to our stomach. We have this bad bacteria that's trying to eat the grass or the meadow, and we're going to flush out that stuff that we don't want in the meadow, and then we're going to make more room for just the cows or the good stuff in our digestive system. So the PB Restore is kind of helping to get rid of the stuff we don't want in our digestive system and create this healthy microbiome of the good bacteria that we do want. And then that also is going to help, excuse me, the PB Restore helps with not only probiotics for our digestive system, but also our skin and our mouth and our reproductive organs. So that's the PB Restore. And then this is dual capsule. So a lot of times when we take a probiotic, it is one capsule and it ends up coming out in the stomach, which is not where we want our probiotic. And this is dual capsuled, which means the first capsule is going to open in the stomach, but then the second one is going to open in the small intestine, which is where we want it. So that's another thing that's unique about that. So that's at the end, after we've flushed everything out, we're going to build back up the good stuff. There's also DDR Prime. We have frankincense, wild orange, lemongrass, thyme, clove, summer savory, nioli. This is going to be one that helps to really bring the vibrance into our cells. So really helping with the overall health of our cells in our body. And then Terrazyme is a digestive enzyme. So if you've seen the little science experiment, you take really clumpy oatmeal, you open up a Terrazyme, you mix it in, and it turns the Terrazyme really watery. It's a very cool visual representation of what Terrazyme does. So this is a digestive enzyme. Our body gets some digestive enzymes from our food, but because we eat a lot of processed food or a lot of cooked food, we lose those digestive enzymes and our body stops naturally creating them in the middle of life. And so a digestive enzyme is a great way to help our body to digest the proteins, to help with the fats, with the carbs, just helping to break things down so that we can get the nutrients from the food. So this is another one the PB Restore and the Terrazyme would be ones that you can continue on beyond the cleanse, as well as the lifelong vitality. And then lemon oil, you're going to be drinking that right throughout, as am I, because we're doing it together. The lemon oil is going to go right in your water. And that, again, just helps with, I think of it as sunshine in a bottle, but it's also a great cleaning oil. So it's just going to help to clean up the insides. So that is, in a nutshell, a couple of questions that people typically ask as far as, okay, what do we have to do on the cleanse? We're going to try to do whole food clean eating as much as possible. And the way that I view this is we're going to all just be intentional on making shifts into healthier choices. So whatever that means for you, we have a guide for you that has different food ideas and recipes if you want to follow along with that. But in general, to sum it up, clean comes from the earth food. And then this will be the cleanse. You're going to get the full breakdown and all of the guides with it. You have some things that you'll take for the full 30 days. And then the 30 days is also broken down. So you have the first 10 days is really focusing on the filtering organs. Think of it as like your sewage system. We're working on getting that moving so that we can, when we do start the cleansing, all the stuff is able to come out. Then we have the GX Assist. So that's like the cleaning up and getting out the stuff. And then we're rebuilding and focusing on making sure that digestive system is provided with the things that it needs for the pasture to be really healthy. Okay, so that's the 30 days. That's in a nutshell with the supplements. Now we're also going to be doing the coaching emotionally added in. So we're going to have a call every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And in this, you're going to have an opportunity to share if you want, or be a silent viewer if you would prefer. But there's going to be a lot of conversations around our beliefs associated to our body and to our health and to our movement and food, and just becoming aware of these beliefs that we hold and choosing whether or not we want to continue them, and possibly shifting into some different beliefs that are associated with our health overall. So we're excited for all that we have in store. If you are feeling called to do it, there's a link that you can register. These are the products that you'll want. So there is a Cleanse and Restore kit right directly on doTERRA, or you could piecemeal them out. It is discounted if you get it through the Cleanse and Restore kit. In the month of December, if you order it, just keep in mind, if your order is 200 PV, you'll get a free frankincense. But if you're doing it any other time when you order, so if you're a brand new person, meaning you have not yet created an account with doTERRA, you'll get that free diffuser. If you do already have an account with doTERRA, just go ahead and put it in through your loyalty rewards. Okay, so that is it in a nutshell. So what's next? You're going to want to order your cleanse kit either on your account or create a brand new account, and you can get a link from the person that introduced you to doTERRA to get that. So you want to get that. If you're not already taking Lifelong Vitality, the suggestion is start it about 2 weeks before you choose to do the cleanse. And then we'll have a link that you can register. Everything's going to be hosted in one area. You'll have, you can get some text messages reminding you with things. You can get some emails reminding you with things. So the hope is to really pour into us together as a community doing this, and focus on our health, focus on our physical health, and also our emotional health. So hopefully that summarizes any questions that come up. If there's anything additional, feel free to reach out to any of us and we will answer questions for you. We're excited and looking forward to January 22nd. All right, that's it for today. Have a good one.